The drama that was going on with the fucking psychopaths who hate Owen seems to have calmed down. They seem to have taken the way out that I gave them and just stopped talking shit about me and my wife. So that seems to have blown over. We'll see if they decide to be stupid and uppity later. But we're basically done with that. We're just pulling down a couple of videos that are threatening us and have some personal details we don't want shared. That should be the end of that. And I'm very excited, obviously, about Owen, because he had a party where he told her to come show herself, and she didn't want to. I just could not come yet, no matter what I did. Just too tired, worked too hard. Owen obviously started promoting her. He certainly is having a hard time like thinking and whatnot. I don't know. That just, she's starving right now. But I'm just saying, there's conclusions you can draw from that about leadership. You know? I don't know. He's a weird dude. He always talks like he's pretending to be normal. Like he just watched somebody else talk and he's trying to mimic them. That's how he talks. He's a weird dude. You can see him setting up his own fate, which is what you see with a lot of people. You know, was a pagan and all that. You know, I mean, I love our priest. Yeah, I love that man. When it gets really crazy, and there's a lot of power and a lot of mind control, then eventually there will be violence, probably kill anybody loosely related. Yeah, it sounds very familiar. And was filled with wrath. I actually experienced something very similar recently, with one of Owen's moderators. But that seems to be done, and we'll just see if there's any more ankle biting. If there is, I think this should be a good warning to him, because just being filled with wrath because somebody won't bow down to you, first of all, shows that you have a very small amount of influence anyways, because I don't know about, you know, everyone else, but it seems to me it's a pattern that as you rise in influence, you gain enemies quicker than friends. And if you have a lot of friends, probably a huge chunk of them are false friends, and the reasons why is because they haven't been tested yet. As soon as they're tested, as soon as the first person calls you a wife beater, you'll see unable to achieve it because of the huge amount of testosterone and just energy going through my body from all the work I do, the hard labor for some English Anglo-Saxon overlord. I think that definitely connected me. I was working really hard yesterday on being grateful because, you know, I had to really think about, like, I was thinking about how I'm not in Seattle anymore. And, hey, what's up? I was thinking about how I'm not in Seattle anymore and how I'm very lucky to not be in Seattle anymore because of the, you know, strange process of discernment that led to me leaving North Carolina. I really left a lot behind in Seattle. Strangely enough, hardly anybody even cared that I was leaving, so, and I was really angry. Well, I used to do that all the time, but I stopped doing that because I like to live one day at a time. But I'm going to do a private mass, and I'm going to do it just like a public mass, except with more Latin and more veils, and anybody who's not cool with that can walk the fuck out. The purpose of the mass is to offer up a sacrifice to destroy, to kill, and to annihilate all the Jews, both young and old, little children and women, in one day. And as soon as the last mass is offered, it's probably, you know, 7.5 days or something till, you know, fucking the end time. So see, what they're doing is they're shooting their silver bullet too soon. You know, they're jumping the gun, and they don't have enough people under their sway. In fact, what happened really is they had a plan for how to institute, you know, the one world Antichrist government. And as soon as they realized with this generation, my generation, that we were going the other way, we weren't going towards that anymore, they said, well, shit, we got to kick into high gear. And so that's why we see this stuff happening in 2020. They're desperate. They're really desperate. A lot of people were predicting this was going to be a crazy year. They're very, very desperate. And they're trying what they were going to do when they were ready, but they weren't ready. And because we don't believe them anymore, it won't work. We'll just have a little cycle, and then we'll go back to, traditionalism. And it'll be another 100 years or so, before they can try again. I work hard labor, and they're always trying to fucking strong arm me into working more. Probably because all you people won't go to work because you're afraid of the canola virus. I took this job for the days off, and they took all my days off. If I had more free time, I'd probably be out there with a hoe. But it's like when I get a paycheck from my work and just about break my body and have a hard time like not being angry all the time, and it's like less than what I made at 3 days off of publishing, not for me but revenue for the company. It's like it's hard. But I know everyone else isn't working. It's like all I want to do is spend time with my new wife at home, and that's what everyone else gets now, except for me apparently. So I'm hoping more people die of the canola virus so that I can get what I want. My manager was like giving me shit about some stupid rule. He does that to everybody, and I was like, oh, I didn't know about that, even though I did. It's probably bad to lie, but whatever. I'm working on it. And he was like, how you feeling? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Why would I know that? What do I look like to you? Okay. I do pest control. I don't know shit about some... I think it's probably just the common colds, my guess. Just killing old people like it always does. That's what I told my dad, because he's freaking out in fucking Seattle right now. It's like, well, you're kind of in the wrong part of the country then, aren't you? And I was like, I guess I am. But he kind of said it like the KKK was about to show up at my door or something. And so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we don't have the KKK show up. If you see a burning cross in the front yard, just give me a shout. Yeah, my manager. Whatever, I don't got time for this. Yeah. That's a fun name for it. Canola virus. Look at this vortex of it's slowly happening. Look at it. Let your mind be warped. Alright, it's gone. Don't worry about it anymore. Trying to kill... No, I'll probably get blocked for that.